Okay, imagine this. You're watching a late-night show, right? The kind where the lights dim, the band starts playing, and suddenly you're hit with this overwhelming feeling that the artist on stage isn't just performing, they're unloading something real. That's exactly what Role Model pulled off with Harmony on Fallon. But here's the thing, this isn't just another feel-good album rollout. There's a layer here that most people are missing, and it's about way more than a breakup or a catchy chorus. Let's unpack this. First off, the guy's third album drops the same day he debuts this dramatic, almost Broadway-esque performance. Theatrical backup singers? A full band? This isn't the typical indie pop vibe he's known for. Why go all out for a song called Harmony? Because here's the twist, the word harmony feels almost sarcastic. Like, yeah, the music sounds cohesive, but the lyrics? They're about trying to find balance in chaos. Which makes sense when you realize this whole project is him dissecting a public breakup while everyone's watching. That's the kind of pressure that either breaks an artist or forces them to get weirdly creative. Now, Role Model keeps talking about time being the album's core theme. On the surface, that sounds like a cliché, artists always reference time passing, right? But dig deeper and you realize he's not just moping about lost love. He's literally building a fictional character, Chuck Timely, to physically represent time itself. Think about that. Instead of writing another sad ballad, he's creating a whole narrative universe where time isn't an abstract concept, it's a person who's been there through every messy decision. In my opinion, that's him trying to take control of a story everyone else already thinks they know. The media painted his breakup as this tragic backstory, so he turns around and makes time itself his collaborator. Genius move. But here's the catch, he admits he's terrible at explaining his own vision. How messed up is that? You've got this elaborate concept in your head, mixing decades of musical influences, crafting a time-traveling alter ego, and you struggle to articulate it to the people actually helping you record it. That's the artist's curse, isn't it? The most vivid ideas are the hardest to translate. Makes me wonder how many versions of this album got scrapped because he couldn't quite say, no, the drums need to feel like 1974 but the synth has to be 2050. There's a reason this album took 2 years to finish. He wasn't just healing from a breakup, he was fighting to make his brain's weird cocktails of eras and emotions actually work in real life. And let's talk about that Fallon performance. Why close the show with backup singers swaying like a cult choir while he stands center stage like a reluctant prophet? Because he's not trying to sell you a single, he's trying to sell the concept. This isn't Role Model the boyfriend or Role Model the pop star. This is Role Model the storyteller who's realized the most marketable thing he has isn't his voice or his guitar, it's his ability to turn personal wreckage into a myth. The fact that he dropped this album the same day he performed it? That's not a coincidence. It's a power move. He's saying, here's my pain, here's my metaphor, and here's me performing both live while you still think you're getting the real story. So what's the bigger takeaway here? For listeners, it's easy to get stuck on the breakup narrative. But if you take a step back, this whole project is about how we package time, especially the painful parts. How many of us have that one relationship that becomes our personal hourglass? You keep flipping it over, watching the same grains fall, thinking, what if I'd done X differently? Role Model's just the first guy brave enough to say, yeah, I'm gonna make time my bandmate and let the whole world see me jamming with my own regrets. Honestly, I'm curious, when's the last time you heard an album that didn't just process heartbreak but recontextualized it as a timeless journey? Drop your thoughts below because I think we are seeing a shift here. Artists aren't just writing about their lives anymore, they're building entire universes around the moments that broke them. And if that's the future of music storytelling, count me in.